Hello, let's discuss about the two business use case on how to harden the enterprise security with the help of Azure services and solutions. Let's consider the as-is scenario and what and how John, an enterprise technical and solution architect and consultant, recommends to his client. Background: an on-premises client wants to adapt cloud SaaS services. Company has an on-premises Active Directory, and they want to start using software as a service services. They want to use a single identity for simplified provisioning and deprovisioning and better security. They have users and groups in their Active Directory. They actually want to remove any reliance on their on-premises Active Directory domain services. Additionally, there were some users with higher levels of privilege, but they don't want them to always have those permissions just standing. Client is clueless on how to achieve this. John comes to the rescue. He understands that the requirements here are: client want to use a single identity for simplified provisioning and deprovisioning and better security. Client want to use identity management. Solutions John suggests them to use: multi-factor authentication. The client has an on-premises Active Directory. Now the first thing that has to happen is to populate it. So Azure Active Directory Connect is implemented, which then replicates the users into Azure AD. Through Azure Active Directory Premium P1 subscription, all the users get MFA using their phone. Limit higher privileges. Azure Active Directory Premium P2, which lets perform Privileged Identity Management (PIM) elevations as required. Client is happy. They now have an idea about the services that cater to their requirements. Let's consider the other as-is scenario. Background: this is a new application for the organization. However, they're going to use infrastructure as a service, virtual machines due to some legacy components and also legacy skill set. They want to connect to an Azure SQL database instance. They have shifted from using on-premises SQL to actually using the database as a service. They also have some regularity requirements that they have to meet as part of the solution, so they need to make sure Azure actually meets those. Client is clueless on how to achieve this. John again comes to the rescue. He understands that the requirements here are that: client want foolproof cloud security measures. Client don't want to give the developers the credential, the Azure SQL Connect string. They need to make sure Azure actually meets all the regularity requirements. Solutions John suggests them to use: there's a virtual network, and because it is web-facing, a DMZ network and an internal network are required. Use network security groups that are assigned to the DMZ and the internal virtual subnets that says the DMZ network can talk on particular ports to the internal network. Additionally, publish the application using the Azure App Gateway with a web application firewall. The network security groups allows that communication through and then publishes it out to the internet. So there isn't a direct connection from the internet through to those DMZ virtual machines. Azure Key Vault is to be utilized. A secret is created that contains the Azure SQL Connect string. The application is then registered with a Key Vault, and the application has the URI of that secret configured within, and can then read that as required. Leverage the Azure Trust Center, which is a great resource to find out about all nature of trust and audit and compliance aspects of Azure. John has a mission to help his client in hardening the enterprise security with the Azure services and solutions. Stay connected with John. Subscribe to this channel.